This video is long overdue, but we are doing it now and we are going to start. Guess who's back? Back again. Gleebay's back. Tell your friends. Hi guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to answer your questions. Oh, the delivery dude. Lol. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are just stumbling on my video for the first time, please click that subscribe button. Welcome to the family. And if you're a returner, then just like as well and comment anything you want to know about Camp America. But other than that, let's get into the video. So I went to America and did Camp America for about 3 months. I also got the chance to be a Camp America storyteller, so that was a lot of fun, and I just got to basically share my experience with everyone through my social platforms. And I asked you guys to ask me questions on Instagram and Snapchat, so let's get down to these questions and answer them. So what is Camp America? Camp America is basically an organisation based in the UK where they get loads of people from all around the world to work at different camps in America. That's basically the best way to describe it. And yeah, you basically work in a camp, help some kids out, teach them something, or you basically look after them. So it's Camp America. What did you do at camp? So at camp you have different roles. You can be either a counsellor, a camp power, or a specialist. So I was a specialist, so I worked in the media group. I was doing radio, so I got the kids to do like different radio shows. I got them to go around camp interviewing people, make that a show, or just anything they wanted to talk about. So some of them did game shows, talked about Fortnite, and asked loads of their friends like, what do you do in Fortnite? A lot of the guys, like, they really love Fortnite, so that was really fun, and a game show. So that's what I did basically. I was helping out in the radio, in the media department. And then yeah, so you've got the counsellors who look after the kids and they do the activities with them, and then you have your camp power where they're like the support staff, so they do the behind the scenes, so like in the kitchen, laundry, maintenance. So that's the different roles. How old do you have to be to do camp? You have to be at least 18 or over. What was your daily routine at camp? My daily routine, so it varies at different camps, so not every camp works the same. But at my camp, which was Camp Equinunk in Blue Ridge, so we would wake up in the morning around, what time do it? 8 we'll wake up, or like, yeah, 8 o'clock we will wake up. We raise the flag, do a little respect. Oh, there we go. Raise flag, do a little respect. Have breakfast. Then the kids will have their first 2-3 activities in the morning, and I would go off to the boys' side and go to radio, and that's where I worked and like where I was based. And then so yeah, you do the 2-3 activities in the morning. Then you have snack time. Go to the snack bar. Then it's another few activities, and then it's lunch, and then I'm already forgetting. Then it's lunch, and then another few, 2 activities. Then the kids come back, and we've got a thing called shower hour. That's where you basically shower, and you have an hour to do everything. So after the shower hour is dinner, and then we have some evening activities, and then bedtime. They had 2 like break times. One was like rest hour, and the other one time was free play. Free play was after dinner, so that's like the kids get to play for about 15 minutes or so. You get to chill and just like hang out in the cabins and just see anyone that you want to see. Rest hour was not like, it was basically They say it's rest hour, but no kid rested at all. No one was resting, no one was sleeping, and it wasn't even up to an hour. It was like 20 minutes, but it was called rest hour. What type of camp did you go to? My camp, it was a private camp, so just your typical camp that had like all the resources and activities for you to do. The best way I can describe it to you was very much like Parent Trap and Camp Rock. There was a lot of singing, and it's just, yeah, it was a lot of fun. That's the best way I can describe it. How was your food at camp? Let me tell you, I ate good. I ate good over there. The food in America is completely different to the food in the UK. Because I think the first week in and a bit, I called my mum on like video call, and she was like, you seem like you're enjoying, I can see it in your cheeks. Thanks, mum, thanks. Yeah, so the food, it was good. We had like all sorts of things, French sticks, we had barbecues, the hot dogs, oh my god, the hot dogs, oh, the pizza, oh, I can't even speak. The food was good there. Like, the pancakes, the syrups, there's just so many things. Like tacos, same thing, whatever you guys call it. The food was good. Actually, yeah. No, let's stop talking about food before I start getting hungry. What were your kids like? My kids were my kids were fun. Their personalities really showed, and they were a lot of fun. Had a lot of sass. I took care of 7 to 8 year olds. The age is from 7 to 16 year olds, and I was looking after 7 to 8 year olds. But my kids were kids. Next question. Did you go traveling? So I didn't have that much time to go traveling because I was coming home pretty much soon after camp finished. But I went to New York for a few days, and yeah, it was nice. But everyone was like doing up West Coast, East Coast kind of thing. So I would definitely recommend, if you do Camp America, definitely go traveling. Camp America have a thing called Camp Treks, where they give you discounted, like, I think you travel and then they give you like a discount on the different travel routes and experiences that you can do. But loads of people, yeah, it just seems a lot of fun to travel America. I would say don't book anything before you go, because you eventually meet people and then they also want to do the same thing as you. So when you're at camp, that's when you start booking, like, oh, I'm going to go to Miami, then go up here, then go there, or go to like New Orleans. Like they just did the whole tour up of America. So yeah, definitely check them out. What did you pack, suitcase or backpack? Right, so I packed a suitcase and basically filled that to the brim, because 10 weeks away, you need to pack a lot of things. I was surprised on the people that used backpacks, because there's like no space, but people pack them. For me, I thought a suitcase was easier and a lot less to worry about, if that makes sense. Did you go to America alone? Yes, I did, but when you go to the airport, you have literally so many other people that are wearing the Camp America shirts, and you're like, oh my god, my people. And then you just become friends and start talking. And when you get on the plane, like, everyone's basically allocated together, so you're not actually gonna sit by yourself. I thought the whole experience in the airport was fine, because when I'm going on trips with my parents, I usually am like the one that's kind of organising, or I'm looking at, and I'm very aware of what's happening. And so it was fun. It wasn't really scary for me personally, but on the way back, I kind of deep things that, well, you're going back from a whole America back to UK by yourself. And that was a bit like an eye-opener, like, wow. No, it just opened my eyes. I was like, wow, I'm a big person. I'm a big person. I'm a grown-up. If someone was thinking of Camp America, what would you tell them? Whew, what would I tell you? It's definitely an experience, and you learn a lot about yourself. I've learned a lot about myself there, and you do definitely come back. I feel like this is a cliche thing to say, but it's true. You definitely come back as a better person. I definitely had an amazing time, but it was tough. I would say everyone did have their ups and downs. I certainly did have a few down moments, because you're actually constantly working, like you're looking after kids 24/7. And it's hard, but you get so many positive good things out of it. So I would definitely just say, be prepared to be tired, exhausted, but also be prepared to have fun, meet amazing new people, making new memories. Like, I understand you can't really, people won't understand camp experience unless you've been to camp. So I feel like that's a very different major step with you and your friends, and you and your camp friends. So that's what I would say. Definitely do it. Sign up 100%. It's definitely something to say, I've done this. You know what I mean? Like, I've done Camp America. I've done X, Y, and Z. Like, I think that's one of the things I would take away from it. But it is a lot of fun. It is demanding. Just be prepared. Yeah, be prepared. And especially if you're not used to being away from family and friends for a very long time, it does get hard, because a lot of people do feel very, like, you do start to feel, oh, I'm homesick, and it does take a toll on you in a way. But if you're fine and you've gone on about, traveling, going away, staying away from your house, staying away from home for a while, and you don't really miss your family and friends, then I think 100% you'll be fine. But no, not to say that you're not, like, cold-hearted or nothing, but I enjoyed it, because I don't know, I don't know, I liked it. I liked that I was away. But probably, I would say, maybe 6 weeks in, that's when I kind of started to miss people. Maybe 7. But you do make a lot of friends and a lot of memories, and meet amazing people. What was the most difficult thing about camp? I think the majority would say being away from their friends and family. The most frequent thing talked about during camp, about everyone was missing back home, which is understandable. But I don't really know what the hardest thing for me was. What is the relationship like with other counsellors? Do you get to talk to all other counsellors, or is it just the people that share the same job role as you? No. You get to talk to, like, everyone at camp. I met some amazing, pretty cool people, and some funny people, and I miss them to bits, and they know who they are. When I got to camp, I was there a week before camp started. And so I met loads of, like, the lifeguards, some of the other specialists that were there, because they had, like, extra long training. So you kind of gelled then, and then a few days after, I think all of the general counsellors, that's when they came. And then we all just merged again and started talking. So we kind of all gelled just before camp. And then during camp, your friendship develops. And I think you develop a close bond with who you're working with, because you're, like, with them every day. But also the people that you don't work with, you do gel a lot with. Like, my Paulina, my counsellor in my bunk. I had 2 other counsellors, Ray and Paulina. Paulina was my wife, my camp wife. I love her to bits, miss her already. And I had a few others that were like other counsellors that did other things, and we all kind of grouped together. I feel like because we have days and nights off, everyone just gels and talks, and that's the time for you and your other friends and the other counsellors where you guys actually start to talk more and gel and bond. Yes, I think I answered that. Everyone talks to everyone. Everyone is close. Yeah, you get to see everyone. You don't actually it's not like you talk to 2 people and those are the only 2 that you're with, and no one else talks to you. Like, no, everyone talks to everyone. What was your favourite thing about camp? The food? No. No, my favourite part of camp was just creating new memories. We had this thing called, like, they sang a lot, and there was a lot of this thing where they do called leading. So when they sing, they're like that, and then you hold a note and stop. To my camp people, they know what I'm talking about, but that was a lot of fun, getting to know how to lead. I still don't 100% know how to lead, but I'm probably 90% there. What else was my favourite thing about camp? I would just say that hanging out with everyone, because you just meet so many people, and literally all over the world. I've met people from New Zealand, Denmark, Germany, Spain, Mexico, Australia, Czech Republic, and then UK and Scotland and Ireland. But it was just the fact that everyone was experiencing it together. Yeah, camp was just fun. Camp is fun. What was staff orientation week like? Staff orientation week, I will link the video. We did a video for our camp, and if you can try and see if you can spot me. I'll probably link it here. That was fun because it was a time where they were just focusing on us, and everyone was just getting to know everyone. And then you're just learning about the kind of your job role, and yeah, it was alright. It was just like was it a week? I think staff orientation was a week. Yeah. Where was your favourite part of camp? A certain place where you would spend your spare time. The media hub, because we had Wi-Fi, so that was fun to work at, but also chill because we got Wi-Fi. But below us was the fitness area, and they had AC that was constantly on, so it was very like cool and chilled. Especially our AC in our media hub was broken, and they tried to fix it, but then they said they're gonna there was a whole kerfuffle about the AC. So fitness was the place to be. The lake was nice. That was a nice view of the lake, I think. So I would say my top places would be fitness, the lake, and on the porch of bunk 3. Yeah, or bunk 2, because bunk 2 was my bunk, but bunk 3, that was fun to hang out. How did you get hired for your camp? Well, there's a whole application online on the Camp America website, and you just fill in all the details on that, and then they have like recruitment fairs around London, Birmingham, Manchester, and I think Glasgow and some other places. So on the London, I went to the London recruitment fair, and you just go around and see what camps like catch your eye basically, and then you tell them why they should hire you and what you want to do, and then you either get the yes or no, and I got the yes from Camp Equinunk and Blue Ridge, and that's how I got hired on the spot. And last question is, what did you do in your free time? Right, so I think every camp varies with how they set their nights off and days off. I got 1 full day off and 2 nights off, I think, but it'll be 3 because it includes the day off. Tuesday was my day off, and then Friday and Saturday were my nights off. Yes. And that is that. If you guys have any more questions for me, please comment in the comment box. Let me know what you think. If you want to do Camp America, let me know. Share this video, like this video, subscribe if you're new, and if you haven't watched any of my other 2 previous camp videos, then what are you doing? Go check them now. And yes, bye guys.